everybody. Today we are going to do a tutorial on making a felt bow. Felt bow is a little different than ribbon because it holds a lot of stiffness, and sometimes when you're using different kind of Grosgrain materials, you're noticing that you get some that are more cottony and some that are a lot more of that polyester feel. Felt is felt. Usually it's thinner or thicker, but you can buy it lots of places. I like it when I'm looking for a different texture. It works the same as a regular piece of ribbon. It just comes out a little bit different. I like it. I think they're fun. And like I said, they just give it a different texture if you're looking for something a little different for your product line, especially headbands. Those are really fun. Basically, the way that we make a felt bow is kind of similar to the way that we make a regular bow. What I do is I cut my strips of felt into about 2-inch strips, but you can set them as you want. If you want a tiny one or a large one, or it just depends on what kind of bow that you want to make. If you can get the large pieces of felt, like the really, really long ones, you can make a huge, monstrous bow, and it'll look really cute. Thinner felt will give you a little bit less of the stiffness, but it'll give you a lot more flexibility when it comes to, adding layers. Now, one thing you can do is you can also, and it's very easily done, is you can add an end to you can do a double up, or what you can do is you can cut a piece like that, and it's very easy. You don't have to burn the edge, heat seal your edges or anything like that on felt, because they're not going to do anything unless it like yanks really hard on the bow. But what you can do is you can cut your V-tip on both sides, and then you can add it to the bottom of your bow, so it'll be really cute because you can just pinch it right along with your other items, with your center, and then you can just go ahead and add this cute little V-tip to any of your bows that you make. So that's just another idea. Alright, and the way that we make it is we take our strip of felt. This is just an average, I think this is 8 inches. It's I used a regular 8x11 standard size piece of felt. And what I did was I rolled it like this, okay? And I just put it right in the center. So I lined it up with my center. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna, like your basic pinch bow. And you're just gonna up and down. You're just gonna push your ends down, and there is your bow. Now, if you do not want to do any stitching like we would do on a normal bow, we're gonna go over it both ways. So the first way to do it is like we normally do. We wrap the string around it, and we want to go and get on this one. You kind of have to be centered, unlike the Grosgrain. You want to make sure that you're pretty centered here, because that's where it's gonna stay. And you just go round and around, and you make your tie in the back. You just tie it on itself, and then you can just cover it like we did here with another strip of felt. If you only want to use glue gun because you just don't like needle and thread, which I have a lot of people who are like, how do I do it without that? And that's, like I said, it's a personal preference. You have to really love what you're doing, and if you don't like the process, you're not going to love it because it's just going to be obnoxious. What I would do is I would say put a dot of glue, just a little smidge on each side. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to just get enough to hold it down, not enough to really get it like a mess. And my amazing, awesome, wonderful, long-lasting glue gun died on me finally. So I'm using this backup, the glue gun, and we are not friends. So what you're going to do is you're going to pinch in. Now make sure you're about even when you pinch in. And then on that inside pinch, add some more glue. Okay, sorry, it's acting crazy over here. Okay, so you're going to add that glue. Okay, make sure it's about even. And you're just going to push it, make sure your glue gets smashy. Then you're going to want to add glue here and here. This is the very edge. So what you're going to want to do is add a little bit over here and you want to just push that right down. Okay, so we added a little bit. We've got part of our pinch done. Okay, now don't worry about if this part isn't sticking right or any of that. Just what we want to do is just get this basic part done. And you're gonna put a little more right here, and you do the same deal, just fold right down. Okay, now you've got your pinch and it's all glue gun. Don't worry about any of this. This will all look fine once you add your center to it. So we're gonna pinch, 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 give it a few seconds. Now it should stay. Then you want to get a smaller strip. It can be 3/8. This is about 5/8. I like it a little bit, you know, thicker, but when you want to do a bow about this size, you're gonna want to make sure that your material is enough, just long enough to be able to cover the whole middle. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna add this right here. Make sure it's centered as best as you can. And you're gonna add that drop of glue here. Ta-da! Then you're gonna add another drop of glue there, and then you can just add your clips on later or whenever you want. I mean, you could do it right then or not, but I'm just saying for this tutorial, we're just gonna add them on later. Now you have this really cute, very easy bow. It has taken us a total of about 3 minutes, and I think I spent at least a good 3 other minutes fighting with my new crappy glue gun. Now you can do the same thing and add a bottle cap or a center and make it similar. Now the cool part about felts is I found this really cool polka dot felt. I also found some Valentine's themed felt, St. Patrick's themed, so you get a lot of the holiday felt. Also you can mix and match your colors. And you can double up on them if you want to do like a double bow, you know, and just do one bigger on the bottom or in the top. These two are cute. These can even be used as little piggy bows. And it just depends on what you want to do with it. Now, if you decided that you want to do one of those double bows, the way we would do that is you want this one to be longer, one part of it to be longer. So what you're going to want to do is go like this. Then you're going to want to do the same thing that you went and did over here. You can use your glue gun or you can use whatever you wish. Let's put both ends, that'll make it easier. Then we're going to turn around and just attach it, just very chill. You can attach it just like that, down and up. And you have, you know, a really tiny bow, which is really cute too. You just want to do that one by itself. On this one I am going to stitch only because it's very small, and since the sides are secure we don't have to worry about those, but just the middle and the center, and you don't want to have too much glue or excess hanging off of that. As long as you stay in the center, you should be okay when it comes to pinching that center. So you just want to make sure that your thread is all the way where it needs to be on the center. Okay, these are a little different on the Grosgrain. You have a little bit more flexibility when it comes to the center. Here you don't have so much. So you want to do that and then tie it on itself. Make sure it's good and secure. You don't want that to fall off or anything like that. I love the different patterns, and like I said, it gives it a different texture. It'll give you a little break from working with ribbon. And it's a fun thing to add, especially like onto beanies and stuff. And they really look so cute. Okay, so there's a teeny tiny bow. Now you can kind of just, you know, open it up and push it over and all that stuff. And it's a little bit easier to manipulate. You don't have to heat seal the edges on this. You can use no fray if you're worried about it. I don't think with felt, no matter what you use, if you yank on the felt, it's going to distort. So I like the thicker felt personally. I feel like it holds its shape better and you're able to use it and it lasts longer. What I was doing over there was, don't forget to tie your knots. Big on that. Every time you finish a bow, tie your knot. I hate when I do a cute bow and then I have to go back because I didn't tie my knots. Now we're going to want to add just a little bit over here of the hot glue. And then I'm going to go ahead, And put it right here. Now, if you have a hot problem with hot glue strands, which I know when I first started, I totally hated it. And then they get in your nose and they get on your everywhere. Like in your, you find them later, it looks like spiderweb. And you're like, ah, and it's just hot glue. The best way to do that if you have bows and you can't really use like, you know, to pick it on, if you wait till it dries and then get a blow dryer and just bzzz, and all your hot glue strands will just fly away. They'll get right off. And so you don't have to worry about having lots of hot glue around all crazy. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the secondary piece, the slightly larger piece, and we're going to do the same thing to this piece, okay? And then you can add that right on top of there. So cute. But the first thing we're going to do is, again, make sure that your pinch is in the middle. You're going to want to go ahead, tie it on itself, and I like to straighten them like right here while I'm doing it. It just saves me a little bit of time at the end. You want to make sure to tight around, tight around, tight around. There we go. Okay. And then I don't usually wrap around the second one, but you can. It's really up to you. I just kind of feel like it's kind of hidden in there anyway, but you can wrap it if you like. So my daughter doesn't really care. She doesn't even notice. She's like, oh, pink. So that's always nice. Now you've got this bow done. Alright. Now, the absolute coolest way to do this is to make sure that you have your glue gun. And then it's just so easy. I love this. It's just so terribly easy. Now you're going to want to get your glue gun and make sure that you have some glue here. Right in the center. You want to get enough, but don't have so much that it's all everywhere. There we go. Alright, so we got this, and then we're going to take this part, and what I do is I just cover the back on this real easy and quick. I just add a thin strip, mostly for looks, honestly, because it's so tiny. I just do a little tiny tap on the glue gun. There we go. And then cut off your excess. Alright. Now we have our cute little bow. Again, the hair blow dryer trick works really good. So I've got a cute little bow. And we're going to add it right on top of this one. Okay. And just push, push, push. Make sure they align pretty well. I hate when I do it and then I realize this one side's a little off or whatever. So here is your double bow. You place it on a clip and you put it right on your child's head, or you can sell it. If you want, you can cut a smaller piece of this and wrap it around both. So again, it's up to your personal preference. You can even do ribbon on it and mix up, you know, the different stuff, or you can even just put a center on it, bottle cap. Very cute, very fun. And it's different. It's just different, and it gives it a different look and feel and appeal. Sometimes you can even get it like metallic or shiny or animal print. Very fun. So good luck with your felt bows, and hopefully they come into your product line and spruce up some of your different items.